What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back in the video on the channel, and today we are back with another episode of The Best, where I highlight my favorites from the year of 2023. In the case of franchises, we will always do my favorite orders, and Wawa is no stranger to those from New Jersey. It is a convenience chain. I call it a gas station because that's where I get my gas, but people say it's not. It is. Doesn't matter. To me, the culture when it comes to certain states, New Jersey and Pennsylvania, to be very particular, I know it has spread as far low as Florida, but Jersey, PA, we do this thing, especially like Eastern PA, around Philly. They're more Wawa. I know that there's other places like Sheets in certain places, but doesn't matter. I got my favorite stuff from here, which means there's no way I didn't get a Strat sub, and there's no way that I didn't get a pizza. Order came out to like $40, man, but I don't really care because I still enjoy it. We got a half and half this time with the garlic crust. Apparently you have to like ask for this as an option. I didn't know that, but you go to the kiosk in Wawa, that's how you do it. So there it is, the pepperoni and sausage with extra cheese from Wawa. Yes, there is extra cheese on here. It doesn't come with that much cheese normally. Pizza costs like $20, man. And it also has a garlic brushed crust, which I think is very important for a Wawa pizza. Their pizzas, as far as the bake on it, they're not super well done, but there's no option, and I'm not about to bother them. They don't want to be bothered, so. But if you are asking me if this pizza right here is worth the money, I'm gonna say no, but I still enjoy it, and it is 24 hours you can get it. I think it's up to 4 a.m. actually. If you're up past 4 a.m., you're a demon. It's a good pizza. It's just very, very, price is my only issue with it. Again, this is a large, so it's gonna cost you about 20 and change. If you get the smaller one, I think it's like 16. It's a lot of money for a pizza. It's comparable to your franchise pizzas, i.e. Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut. But if you're there at like 2 o'clock in the morning, it's good. I'm not gonna lie to you. At that point, most people don't care how much something costs. But if I'm getting this at like 5 p.m., I'm going somewhere else. I still think it is good though. One little quirk I've developed with Wawa is I get this sweet chili sauce every time. It's by the register, and I just like to get it to dip things in, and namely, the pizza. It's become my favorite dipping sauce. So I'm gonna go in with this sweet chili sauce in the pizza. Don't knock it till you try it. I think it's good. It's just like sweet and spicy. I think it costs like 75 cents for one of these. I've seen a couple people take them, but I'm not like that. Well, that's where it really hits. Okay, I cleared out half the pizza because I'm gonna need some breathing room for this. This is the Wawa Strat sub. What's a Strat sub? Honestly, it changes every time. There's only one thing that really matters when it comes to a Strat sub. I get chicken tenders on a sandwich, but you make a little augmentations, like to change it up. So this is what I call the Wawa Strat sub. Garlic aioli with the chipotle mayo. Yes, I get both. Chicken tenders, jalapenos, pepper, melted provolone. Gotta toast the whole thing, not just the bread. The whole thing must be toasted. The whole thing. You see this? Don't just toast the outside. It's not gonna come out like this. There are some other additional things on the sub. I'm gonna superimpose what I got on the screen because sometimes I forget when I'm just checking things off. So there it is. I need to try this sandwich now. That's how you make it. You need the aioli. You need all that. You need the oil and vinegar. If you want lettuce, go ahead. I feel like personally it ruins the sandwich. I understand if you want to tell me it adds crunch. I love you. I don't argue with you, but not for me. Lettuce is just, it doesn't really add anything for me. Don't get mad at me because I don't like lettuce. Don't think I'm weird. Some people don't like stuff. I'm sure that you don't. For me, I don't like lettuce on sandwiches. And when I say lettuce, I mean like regular iceberg, stuff like that. I've done watercress and arugula and stuff like that, a little peppery, a little something, but I don't care for iceberg. That's fine if you do. Don't yuck my yum. Let me enjoy my food. But this right here, I love this sandwich right here. And the addition of the jalapenos is what you need. Now, I'm also going to bring in my Fritos flavor twist. Honorable mention to the purple bag. They never have any, and they didn't this time. I still love these chips. Or Fritos, whatever you want to call them. I'm gonna bite the sandwich. Next up, we have the Philly cheesesteak fries. I like their fries. I just wanted to try something different. So these have obviously their Philly cheesesteak, but there's caramelized onions. You can see them right here. I asked for that. I think it's like 50 cents extra. I've never had them like this, so this one was my wild card. I do like their fries though. I would just get the regular fries. The fries bang, but when they melted the cheese on here, it like congealed into just like a bunch of mid. No, I don't want that. They ruined my fries. I ruined my fries. They didn't ruin anything. I did. I wouldn't eat these. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The cheese melted and it made the fries too hard. That's crazy. Yeah, no. That's an L. That's an $8 L. But this is never an L. This is my favorite thing from Wawa as far as soup goes. This is their chicken corn chowder. I get this almost every time if they have it. Sometimes they don't and it's kind of sad, but look at all the stuff in here, bro. This is better than like any canned Campbell's, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's like the greatest soup ever, but on that level, I always get this. And I put Old Bay seasoning in it. It's an option on the kiosk for those who don't know. Oh, man. The purple bag would have went different with that. Last, this was a new thing, specifically at my Wawa. I know they do this in other places, but I never saw the option on the kiosk until this time. Fresh baked cookie. Now you can get these cookies like by the donuts and stuff, but they never had the option to bake it fresh on the spot. So I watched them take the dough and put it in the oven, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be good. So this time it's super fresh. Wawa's cookies kind of, look at that. For like a gas station, convenience store type of cookie. Come on, what are we saying? Right here. They really went crazy with the chocolate in this. This is how I like my cookie. You see how many chocolate chips are going on? Sometimes I don't give you enough. I like mine like gooey like this. This is perfect. This is like Toll House perfect. You know, you bake them at home and you do them right? It's like this. This is what you need. I'm all about these. This is definitely a new staple. I like their cookies, but fresher, like super fresh, they're even better. That is amazing. But anyway, I finished my shred sub. As you can see right here, I did see Aquaman today. At this point, I kind of feel bad even talking about movies because I feel like every comic book movie, most of them, I'm saying the same thing. At this point, comic book movies have been done so much that everything that I watch from one to the next, again, not all of them, but most of them, just seems like recycled plot lines and recycled character development. And there were so many things in this movie that reminded me of other ones that I've watched in the last year that I kept going, oh, wow, that sounds familiar. And I was saying it subconsciously. This felt like a Mad Libs of comic book movies. Without getting into the plot, if you've seen the preview, you know that his brother's there, and it felt very Loki and Thor. Even their humor felt very Loki and Thor. The mother felt very Frigga from Thor. There was a lot of Thor for me. Even the comic relief character felt Thor. And I don't mean Ragnarok. I mean more like the Dark World. You know? It had that. Were there some good things about it? Sure. Was it a pretty decent movie? Yes. I'm not saying the movie sucked, because I don't think it sucked. I just don't, like, there was nothing about it that was any different than anything I've ever seen. And I feel like, at this point, it's just, I understand adapting things from comic books to movies. That's not the problem. It's the movie adaptation to me is just becoming boring. You know? They're just risen. Across the Spider-Verse was great to me this year. I liked Guardians of the Galaxy, for sure. One of the better ones that come out. I know I'm against the grain because I actually thought that the Marvels was pretty good. Because at least it felt a little different. They just ruined it in the final act. But this, while I was entertained watching it, it's not something that I would watch again. And it just felt very safe and very just... I feel like at this point, they're just releasing comic book movies to make comic book movies. Like, they're just doing it because they know we'll go. And people aren't even going anymore except for me. So, I don't even really know what we're doing here. But, out of 5 stars, it gets a cheeky 2.5. It is just aggressively mid to me. And that doesn't mean that the actors were bad. Some of them were. It's just more of the same. There needs something needs to come along to kind of shake it up a little bit. You know, The Rock said he was going to do that with Black Adam. Yeah, that didn't work. So I don't know where we're going to get it from. But God, the Black Adam was terrible. Oh, it's bad. But I used to get so like hyped up to watch comic book movies for like 5 years. And then for the last 2, it's just been like letdowns for the most part. They're not awful. I just don't feel like they're doing anything anymore. I don't know. I think a lot of people, from what I've seen, agree, and there are some people who are defending it, and you're entitled to your opinion. I don't think my opinion is wrong, and if you like the movie, I don't think your opinion is wrong. Your opinion is your opinion. I'll respect it. I'm just giving you mine. You know? I'm not personally attacking anybody or anything in the movie. I feel like some people get really mad about opinions, you know? But I watched the whole thing. I was awake. I didn't fall asleep. I watched it. It was over. I said, okay, cool. And I left. That's how I felt. I don't know. You know what I mean? We need something. But hopefully there'll be something that comes along that kind of like reinvigorates it. Just, it feels a little stale. And I don't know what that's going to be at this point. I have no idea. But at this point, I don't know where Marvel's going. They got to go in a different direction. We all know what happened. I'm not even going to talk about it. I want to, but I won't. And DC is basically restarting the whole thing anyway. So, I don't know where we're going. But hopefully somewhere soon. Because I know there's a lot of people, myself included, you can tell by my backdrop, that are passionate about this thing. It just feels stale. That's the best way to describe it. You know? Like, I think most of you guys are old enough to remember when, like, Iron Man, and Iron Man's obviously an OG, but remember how hype Infinity War was? And I know it's hard. Everybody talks about it like it was the best. I just remember the hype being so crazy. But it's like they said in The Dark Knight to me. I think maybe you either die a hero, you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And I think now it's kind of swung on a pendulum. But I think even people who are criticizing it, myself included, I don't want it to be the end. I need something different. I don't know. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm talking about. Some of you don't. Some of you might have gotten mad about that, which, I don't know. Life's too short. I love y'all. But I wouldn't waste my money. I'll wait till it comes out on like HBO Max or whatever it comes out on. I did get these cool buckets. $29.99, get you both. There's been no anything in it because they gave me stuff on the side to eat it with. But yeah, that's really about it. The Wawa, for me, is a dub. I like their pizza. I just wish it was a little more affordable. But they got to do what they got to do. That's neither here nor there. And I'm still going to eat it in times where it's late. Like it's midnight right now. And it's either this or Papa John's. I already ate Papa John's like soup recently. So it's this. But my Papa John's is open until 3 a.m. If you're asking me if I'm picking Papa John's over this, absolutely. But you guys see my Papa John, my man over there, he be doing the thing with the pizza. I've had like, this is no joke. I don't want to out people because I just think I'm not going to speak in specifics, but I've had a few like athletes and like professional, like larger, where I'm like, how the hell did they see this post when I put it on IG and they reached out? I think some of y'all might have seen it, but there was one that wrote on the post. It was Nate Robinson, who like, he used to play for the Celtics, play for the Knicks, and he wrote like, man, you got to tell me what this order was. I know y'all might not be coming out like that. I get it. But I've talked to people in DMs that I'm just like, how did you find this? But super cool people, man. I'm glad that people share the passion. I'm glad people liking the best of and all that stuff, but I'm gonna go wash the stench of Amber Heard off of me. I can't stand her. I can't. How come Jonathan Majors got, I don't. But Amber Heard still lots of, nah, all right. That's cool. Anyway, but she took a, on his bed. Okay. On his bed, bro. Okay. That's gonna be the end of the video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. We'll be back tomorrow. More of the best. Got about 10 videos left. Then we're on to 2024. More content. I love y'all. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.